What's up everyone, Jonathan here, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I make videos on YouTube about filmmaking and content creation. If that's something that you're interested in, please make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this. So today we're going to be talking about drones, and why specifically drones, because well, I just sold my MAVIC AIR and I just recently purchased the MAVIC Pro 2. That's not the MAVIC Pro 2 right there, that's actually my first drone ever. That's the Phantom 3 Standard. And now currently we are on the MAVIC 2, so you can see quite a big difference with these two drones. This is the MAVIC 2 Pro and this is the Phantom 3 Standard. But I really wanted to talk about why I got the MAVIC Pro versus the MAVIC Air, and I want to talk about why you should choose the right, I want you guys to know what is the right drone for you. Don't just go out there and just pick up any drone. So let's kind of go in order of what kind of my drone progression, just to kind of clarify why I am where I am now with the MAVIC 2. And this is I won't be upgrading drones for a while. This is it. No more after this. Well, depends. But I think this is it. So let's start off with when I first bought the Phantom 3 Standard. I bought this drone because it was cheap. I wanted to get into droning, and it was just something new and cool at the time. And this one was just, hey, if it breaks, it breaks. I'm gonna practice with it. And that's exactly what I did. I broke it a couple times, dinged it up, messed up the camera, broke propellers, had to pay for the gimbal to get repaired. Just a lot of this stuff. It was never anything too complicated with this drone. You connect through the Wi-Fi, and the footage would be like 2.5 or 2.7K, and that was good for me at the time. I started getting better. Started realizing different movements and how to do 360s in the air, and that's really all it was. It was just practice for when it was time to upgrade to that new drone. Now this drone I think is maybe $300, and I don't even think people buy this one anymore. But I upgraded from this drone to the MAVIC Pro, which was just a big step up. I mean, this one compared to that, it was just foldable, the camera was smaller. It was just, I could put it in my bag. I used to put this in a big Pelican case, and it was super annoying and aggravating. I think at one point I just stopped using the Pelican case. I just started using the box that it came in, and then I just gave it away to a friend so he could practice when I got my MAVIC Pro. Now the MAVIC Pro, that was probably the best drone that I've ever owned. It would go far. The connection was perfect. The image quality was great. This was before I really got into specifics of image quality. The 4K was at 60 megabytes per second, which isn't that great. Or I think that's how it is for the 1080p. The 1080p on this camera didn't look good. The slow motion didn't look good. Just the 4K. Just the 4K looked good, and it was just the best. I love that one. And then, being a YouTuber, I want to get the newest stuff, and I want to review it, I want to talk about it. But that wasn't the case with the MAVIC Air. I sold my MAVIC Pro, got the MAVIC Air, and I didn't do a review on it. I talked about it in a couple videos, but the image quality was way better. Just the camera, it was smaller, more portable. But the problem with that is, so the MAVIC Pro, I could go anywhere with it, fly, not have a problem. Amazing settings, amazing features, hence the name Air. You're going to obviously not get all those features. I got it for more minimalist reasons, for a smaller camera, just a smaller thing to put away. I like the bag that it came in, but when it came down to it, I had a lot of problems with the drone. If I was in, it's a good drone, don't get me wrong, it's just not the drone for me. That's why you have to figure out what drone is right for you. When I would go somewhere, let's say I would go in my backyard, and I would shoot in my backyard. I would lose connection when the drone gets a little bit far away. It's still in my sight, but the Pro, obviously I could just lose sight of it, and I still have connectivity and everything's great. But with this one, I would just lose connectivity quick, and in my head I was like, that's fine. It's a Wi-Fi connection. It's not directly connected to the phone, like the Pro model. I'll get used to it. I'll get better. I'll become a better filmmaker because of it. But let's say you go to Peru or something, which is where I went. I went to Peru. I woke up at 5 in the morning to shoot the plaza. that you guys can actually check out in the video. You see the footage there. I would lose connection constantly, to the point where I've never actually gotten frustrated. I've never gotten frustrated shooting a travel video. I never have really, but this time I did, and it was just new for me, and I was just like, you know, you gotta chill. It's alright. I ended up with a little bit of footage, but it was just not what I wanted exactly, and I just lost connectivity too much for me. That's why this drone, the MAVIC AIR, I don't think that's for everybody. If you're a travel filmmaker, you're going to want something. You're going to want a pro model. You're going to want something that's reliable. You know, the Spark has a Wi-Fi connection. The MAVIC AIR has a Wi-Fi connection, and they're not for long distance flying. They're not for long distance flying. It's for around you, and it's to fly low. You know, and I think that's the point of it. I think the MAVIC AIR is what you buy because it comes with a controller, versus the Spark where it doesn't come with a controller. You have to buy that separately. So they're basically the same. They're one and the same. Instead of buying a controller for the Spark, just buy the Air. If you just want a drone to do stuff at home, then buy a Spark and do stuff on your phone. You know, that's kind of how that plays out. So that's why I sold it. It's not a bad drone. It just wasn't for me. I never ended up doing a review, but you can see footage of it from, if you look at my Seattle vlog, I used that for Seattle. And it's weird because it's like, it wouldn't lose connection here, or it wouldn't lose connection in Seattle. I don't know if that's because there weren't a lot of houses wherever we were where I drone, but here it's like all the Wi-Fi connections interfering and the signals and everything, and that maybe that's what it is, but that's not something I want when I travel or when I'm filming. So that's why I went to the MAVIC Pro 2. I'm super excited for this drone, and I think that's what you got to look out for. You got to really think, what am I going to use this drone for? How is it going to help me achieve what I want to achieve for my channel, or create the content that I want to create for a client or something? You really have to choose what you want. You know, if you're going to do something for a client and you need to get like these big, large landscape shots, you're going to want to go for a pro model. Now, if you're just doing stuff, you know, at home and creating these little videos and stuff, then you're going to want to do like a Spark or a MAVIC AIR. It all depends, and I want you guys to really think about it. You know, these things are a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on this MAVIC Pro 2. I didn't spend as much on the MAVIC AIR, and you get what you pay for. DJI is an awesome product. If I had to stick with just having the MAVIC AIR, then I would stick with having the MAVIC AIR if I couldn't afford to get a MAVIC 2. It's just all up to you and what you want. I'm excited for this new drone because it has a larger sensor. It's going to have awesome color, and I'm excited for the connectivity. I can't wait to go places and just launch it up and see what it gets me. So make sure before you buy a drone, you really look into what you're getting. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. It helps more people see my content. And hit the subscribe button for more information like this. I really appreciate you guys taking the time out to watch these videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.